Leaf-in-wind fettuccine with green vegetables, peas, and basil pesto, a vegetarian pasta dish full of freshness, color, and flavor. Introduction. Pasta meets spring. There's hardly anything more satisfying than a plate of freshly cooked pasta. And it gets even better when paired with the flavors of spring. Tender green vegetables like asparagus, zucchini, and sugar snap peas come together with crisp peas and creamy basil pesto. The result is a dish that's light, healthy, yet deeply satisfying. This recipe is perfect for anyone who enjoys vegetarian cuisine without compromising on flavor. It's quick to prepare, packed with vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats, a true feel-good dish. Especially if you focus on fresh, seasonal ingredients, this meal becomes a true highlight of your spring or summer kitchen. Ingredients for 2 generous portions: green asparagus, zucchini, sugar snap peas or snow peas. 2 tablespoons extra virgin olive oil, high quality. 3 1 garlic clove, finely chopped. 4 salt and freshly ground black pepper, to taste. 5 300 grams fresh fettuccine, alternatively, tagliatelle or linguine. 6 150 grams fresh peas, shelled. 7 150 milliliters basil pesto, homemade or good quality store-bought. 8 freshly grated Parmesan to serve. Step-by-step instructions with helpful tips. 1. Preparing the ingredients. Before you begin cooking, take the time to prepare all ingredients. It makes the cooking process easier and ensures you don't forget anything. The so-called mise en place is the key to stress-free cooking. Prepare the vegetables. Asparagus. 1. Wash the green asparagus thoroughly. 2. Trim off the woody ends, about the bottom third. 3. Cut the remaining spears into pieces approximately 3 to 4 centimeters long, diagonally for a nice look. Zucchini. 1. Wash the zucchini. 2. Cut off the ends and slice lengthwise in half. 3. Then cut into thin half-moons or matchsticks, whichever you prefer. Sugar snap peas, snow peas. 1. No need to peel, but sometimes the edges have fibrous strings. You can remove them with a small knife. 2. Optionally slice lengthwise in half. Peas. 1. If using fresh peas, shell them first, a relaxing task, especially fun if done together. 2. Alternatively, you can use frozen peas, just blanch briefly in hot water beforehand. Garlic. 1. Peel the clove and chop very finely or press using a garlic press. 2. Cooking the vegetables in a large, wide pan, heat the 2 tablespoons of olive oil over medium heat. 1. Add the chopped garlic and sauté briefly, about 30 seconds, until fragrant but not brown. 2. Add the firmer vegetables, e.g., asparagus and zucchini. 2. Sauté for about 5 to 6 minutes, stirring occasionally, until tender but still crisp. 3. Add the sugar snap peas and peas. 3. They only need 2 to 3 minutes to cook. 4. Season with salt and pepper to taste. Tip: if you like your vegetables extra crisp, blanch them first, briefly cook in boiling water, then shock in ice water, before sautéing with the garlic in oil. 3. Cooking the pasta while the vegetables are cooking. Prepare the fresh fettuccine. 1. Boil plenty of water in a large pot. 2. Add a generous tablespoon of salt. This is crucial for flavor. 3. Once boiling, add the fettuccine and cook according to the package instructions. 3. Fresh pasta usually takes only 2 to 3 minutes, so stay alert. 4. Before draining, reserve a cup of the pasta water. You'll need it for the sauce later. 5. Drain the pasta and toss briefly with a little olive oil to prevent sticking. 4. Bringing everything together. Now comes the best part, combining everything. 1. Add the cooked pasta directly to the pan with the vegetables, or the other way around, whichever gives you enough room to mix. 2. Add the basil pesto, around 150 milliliters, or to taste. 3. Pour in a bit of the reserved pasta water. 1 to 2 ladles are usually enough. 4. Mix well until the pesto is evenly distributed and forms a creamy sauce that coats the pasta. Tip: if you like, stir in a spoonful of mascarpone or ricotta. It makes the dish extra creamy and adds a mild, smooth flavor. 5. Plating and serving. 1. Serve the pasta on pre-warmed plates, it keeps it warm longer. 2. Sprinkle with freshly grated Parmesan, as much or as little as you like. 3. Garnish with fresh basil leaves if desired. 4. A few drops of good olive oil or a splash of lemon juice add freshness and shine. 5. For a spicier version, sprinkle a few chili flakes on top. Serving suggestions and side dishes as a main course. This dish stands strong on its own, but you can easily pair it with a light green salad, such as 1. Arugula with lemon vinaigrette. 2. Mixed greens with balsamic and honey mustard dressing. A slice of ciabatta or focaccia is also a perfect companion, especially to mop up the delicious sauce. As a side dish, if you're serving this as a smaller course or side dish, it pairs well with 1. Grilled chicken or fish. 2. Roasted vegetables with rosemary. 3. Burrata or mozzarella with tomatoes. Variations and inspiration. 1. Instead of basil pesto, try arugula or parsley pesto. 2. Don't like pesto? 2. Make a light lemon butter sauce. Melt some butter and refine with lemon juice and zest. Perfect for green veggies. 3. For a vegan version, use vegan pesto and omit Parmesan or replace it with nutritional yeast. Storage and leftovers. If you have leftovers, they store well. 1. In the fridge. In an airtight container, the dish keeps up to 2 days. 2. To reheat. Gently warm in a pan with a splash of water or olive oil. 2. Microwave works too, but fresh tastes best. 3. Repurpose. Bake leftovers in a casserole dish with extra cheese, tasty and practical. Fun facts about the ingredients. Why green vegetables? Green veggies are particularly nutrient-rich, loaded with vitamins A, C, K, folic acid, iron, magnesium, and fiber. Especially in spring, they're in season and taste fresh and aromatic. Basil pesto. A classic pesto includes basil, pine nuts, Parmesan, garlic, olive oil, and salt. If making it yourself, simply blend everything into a creamy paste using a hand blender or mortar and pestle. Tip: when making pesto at home, feel free to experiment with arugula, spinach, different nuts, or even sun-dried tomatoes. Conclusion: this recipe for fettuccine with green vegetables, peas, and pesto is a perfect example of simple, seasonal cooking packed with flavor. It's highly adaptable, quick to make, and a treat for the eyes, taste buds, and soul. Whether for a light lunch, quick dinner, or an impressive plate for guests, this dish always delivers. Leaf and wind fettuccine with green vegetables, peas, and basil pesto, a vegetarian pasta dish full of freshness, color, and flavor. Introduction. Pasta meets spring. There's hardly anything more satisfying than a plate of freshly cooked pasta. Even better when it's paired with the vibrant flavors of spring. Tender green vegetables like asparagus, zucchini, and snow peas meet crisp peas and creamy basil pesto. The result is a dish that's light, healthy, and still completely satisfying. This recipe is perfect for anyone who wants to enjoy vegetarian food without compromising on flavor. It's quick to prepare, full of vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats. A true feel-good dish. Especially when using fresh, seasonal ingredients, this meal becomes a true highlight of your spring or summer kitchen. Ingredients for 2 generous servings. 1. 200 grams green vegetables of your choice, for example, green asparagus, zucchini, snow peas, also known as sugar snap peas. 2. 2 tablespoons olive oil, extra virgin, high quality. 3. 1 clove of garlic, finely chopped. 4. Salt and freshly ground black pepper, to taste. 5. 300 grams fresh fettuccine, alternatively, tagliatelle or linguine. 6. 150 grams fresh peas, shelled, removed from the pods. 7. 150 milliliters basil pesto, homemade or high-quality store-bought. 8. Freshly grated Parmesan cheese for serving. Step-by-step instructions with helpful tips. 1. Preparing the ingredients. Before you start cooking, take the time to prep all your ingredients. This will make the cooking process smoother and ensure you don't forget anything. Get everything ready, wash, peel, chop, and measure. This is what chefs call mise en place, and it's key to stress-free cooking. Prepare the vegetables. 1. Asparagus. Rinse the green asparagus thoroughly. Cut off the woody ends, about the bottom third. Slice the remaining stalks into 3 to 4 centimeters long pieces, diagonally for a nice presentation. 2. Zucchini. Rinse the zucchini. Trim the ends and slice them lengthwise in half. Then cut into thin half-moons or sticks, depending on your preference. 3. Snow peas. These don't need peeling, but some may have tough stringy edges. Simply remove them with a small knife. Optionally, slice them in half lengthwise. 4. Peas. If using fresh peas, you'll need to shell them first, a relaxing task, especially if done together with someone. Alternatively, use frozen peas, just pour hot water over them briefly before cooking. 5. Garlic. Peel and finely chop the clove or press it using a garlic press. 2. Cooking the vegetables in a large, wide skillet, heat 2 tablespoons of olive oil over medium heat. 1. Start by adding the chopped garlic and sautéing for about 30 seconds, until fragrant but not browned. 2. Add the firmer vegetables first, such as asparagus and zucchini. 2. Sauté while stirring occasionally for about 5 to 6 minutes until tender but still with some bite. 3. Then add the snow peas and peas. 3. These only need 2 to 3 minutes to cook through. 4. Season everything with salt and pepper. Tip: if you prefer your vegetables extra crisp, blanch them beforehand, briefly cook in boiling water, then cool in ice water, and then sauté them with garlic in olive oil. 3. Cooking the pasta while the vegetables are cooking. Prepare the fresh fettuccine in parallel. 1. Bring a large pot of water to a boil. 2. Add a generous tablespoon of salt. This is crucial for the pasta's flavor. 3. Once the water boils, add the fettuccine and cook according to package instructions. 3. Fresh pasta usually only needs 2 to 3 minutes, so stay attentive. 4. Before draining, reserve 1 cup of pasta water, you'll need it for the sauce. 5. Drain the pasta and quickly toss with a little olive oil to prevent sticking. 4. Bringing it all together. Now comes the best part: combining all the components. 1. Add the cooked pasta directly into the pan with the vegetables, or the other way around. Just make sure there's enough room for mixing. 2. Add the basil pesto, around 150 milliliters, or to taste. 3. Gradually pour in some of the reserved pasta water. 1 to 2 ladles should be enough. 4. Mix everything well until the pesto is evenly distributed and a creamy sauce forms that nicely coats the pasta. Tip: for extra creaminess and a mild flavor, stir in a spoonful of mascarpone or ricotta cheese. 5. Plating and serving. Plate the pasta on pre-warmed dishes. It helps keep the meal warm longer. 1. Sprinkle with freshly grated Parmesan, generously or lightly, depending on your taste. 2. Garnish with fresh basil leaves. 3. A few drops of good olive oil or a squeeze of lemon juice add a nice touch of freshness and shine. 4. For a little heat, sprinkle some chili flakes on top. Serving suggestions and side dishes. As a main course, this dish is complete on its own, but pairs wonderfully with a light green salad, such as 1. Arugula with lemon vinaigrette. 2. Mixed greens with balsamic and honey mustard dressing. A slice of ciabatta or focaccia is also perfect, especially for soaking up the last bit of sauce from your plate. As a side dish, if you're hosting and serving this as a smaller course or side, consider pairing it with 1. Grilled chicken or fish. 2. Oven roasted vegetables with rosemary. 3. Burrata or mozzarella with tomatoes. Variations and inspiration. 1. Swap out basil pesto for arugula pesto or parsley pesto. 2. Don't like pesto? 2. Try a light lemon butter instead. Melt some butter and enhance it with lemon juice and zest. Ideal for green vegetables. 3. For a vegan version, simply use vegan pesto and skip the parmesan or replace it with nutritional yeast. Storage and leftovers. If you have leftovers, no problem, this dish keeps well. 1. In the fridge. Store in an airtight container for up to 2 days. 2. Reheating. Warm gently in a pan with a bit of water or olive oil. 2. Microwave works too, but it tastes best fresh. 3. Leftover idea. Place the pasta in a baking dish, sprinkle with extra cheese, and bake until golden, delicious and convenient. Ingredient insights. Why green vegetables? Green veggies are especially nutrient-rich, packed with vitamins A, C, and K, folate, iron, magnesium, and fiber. They're in season in spring and taste fresh and aromatic. Basil pesto. A classic pesto includes basil, pine nuts, parmesan, garlic, olive oil, and salt. To make it at home, blend all ingredients with a hand blender or crush in a mortar to a creamy paste. Tip: homemade pesto is great for experimenting. Try using arugula, spinach, different nuts, or even sun-dried tomatoes. Conclusion: this recipe for fettuccine with green vegetables, peas, and pesto is a perfect example of simple, seasonal cooking packed with flavor. It's wonderfully adaptable, quick to make, and a treat for the eyes, palate, and soul. Whether as a light lunch, a quick dinner, or a beautiful plate for guests, this dish always delivers.